So the first topic today is about puzzles. First question, do you do puzzles in your childhood? Well, I personally think I did many puzzles during my childhood because it was fun and I had lots of time when I was a child. And there was no internet at that time. Then it was the only thing for me to play. And for example, I usually play it like every day after school, and it made me entertained and kept me posted with my focus and my attention. So overall, I think that was a beautiful memory. Second question, do you like doing word puzzles or number puzzles? Which is more difficult for you? Let me think. I actually play both, but I don't think number puzzles it's something is my cup of tea because I'm not so good at maths and numbers in general. So I personally prefer word puzzles, which is more tempting and more capable for me. So, for example, I usually played Sudoku when I was a child, but not until now. And instead, I play some like word scrambles or hangman or kind other types of word puzzles. And it was really fun. I think that type game is very entertaining and also very educative. It's good for your brain and good to practice all day. The third question, when you do puzzles during your trip or when you feel bored? I think I do it more on a trip, and yeah, at the same time, when I feel bored, sometimes when I commute on bus or when I have to travel from this place to another one, I usually have to sit on bus or car, which is really time consuming, and I don't want to stick my eyes on screens. So I prefer playing some, board games or puzzles on paper, which is eye relaxing and also to practice my brain. For example, I just played once just a couple of months ago when I was on a trip to a place where I travel, and that was fun. I did it on a car, and it felt like not too long because I had something to entertain, and I think that's a very intriguing activity that we should encourage people to play during trip. Question number 4, do you think it is good for old people to do puzzles? I really support the idea of encouraging old people to play this game because it keep them stay away from social media and other internet and electronic devices thing. Instead, it helps them to really sustain their capability of brain function and to keep them their brain has to think and to make it move. They have to be creative, and they also have to use all of their brain function to master the game. So I think, for example, I usually encourage my parents to play it as much as possible, even though they don't like it. And I think, after all, it's a good way for old people to entertain rather than other kinds of relaxation and entertainment. Next topic is about singing. First question, do you like singing and why? Sadly, I quite detest singing, partly because my throat is not designed for singing, I guess, and also because I don't practice singing so often. I know there are some bad singing moments, but it's terrible, I would say, especially when I have to perform in front of people. So for example, the last time I sang was in a karaoke time with my friends, and it was like a couple of years ago, and it was so long ago that I couldn't remember. So I think it's just not a thing for me. Question number 2: have you ever learned how to sing? As mentioned before, it's not my thing, so I had no plan to learn it, and not until far longer in the future. Because instead I practice dancing, and I prefer movements, especially with my body, to relax, reduce stress, and I think that's a better way to express my feelings, instead of killing my throat with a singing. Maybe for the others, it's a good way for them to relax, but it's just not for me. The third one: who do you want to sing for? As I told you, I don't like singing, so I just don't want to sing for anybody, even for myself. Sometimes I just mimic the singers in songs that I just sing along with them. That's the time when I feel like unconsciously not so cautious for my voice. But when I have to sing for another, I'm not confident, and for that reason, I quite prefer a safer choice, which is avoiding any singing performance in front of others. So, for example, I haven't ever done it before in my life. So yeah, that's it. The last question: do you think singing can bring happiness to people? I think so. With this idea, with this statement, I really support this one, because I personally listen to lots of songs, and they really help me to boost my emotions, my feelings. And I think many people, when they feel blue, just by listening to their favorite songs, they can feel cherished, and the songs can upmoot their feelings. So I think it's really useful. And for example, many times when I felt knackered and upset, I just played my favorite playlist with my favorite singers, and I immediately felt up mood, and it was like revived. And yeah, I think it's a very optimistic and positive way for people to entertain and to make themselves more much happier, especially when they feel sad, and when their life is repetitively boring.